Welcome to Talklish, where English gets easier, clearer, and more natural every week. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark. Today we're diving deep into one of the most requested topics, common English mistakes that block fluency. And more importantly, we'll show you how to fix them.
Exactly. These are the mistakes that almost every English learner makes at some point. They can come from grammar habits, direct translation from your native language, pronunciation slips, or even just confusion about vocabulary.
But don't worry, every mistake is a learning opportunity. And in this episode, we're not here to make you feel bad. We're here to help you speak better, sound smarter, and feel more confident in real English conversations.
And we're going to organize today's episode into 4 big categories of mistakes: grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, speaking habits, and fluency blockers.
So get ready. Take notes, speak along, or listen more than once. Let's make those mistakes disappear.
1. Grammar mistakes. Let's start with grammar. Grammar mistakes are usually the easiest to spot, but they can be hard to fix if you don't understand the logic behind them.
One of the most common grammar mistakes is using the wrong verb tense, especially between present simple and present continuous.
For example, many learners say, I am go to school every day. But the correct sentence is, I go to school every day. Why? Because every day is a regular habit, so we use present simple.
Now here's when we use the continuous. I am going to school now. This means you're on your way right now. Not a habit, it's happening at the moment.
That small difference, simple versus continuous, changes the whole meaning.
Another common grammar issue is with countable and uncountable nouns.
Let's test you, listeners. Which of these is correct? I have many money. I have a lot of money. Why? Because money is uncountable. You can't say one money, two monies. Same for advice, information, or furniture.
Here's another mistake we hear often. He don't like tea. The correct phrase is, he doesn't like tea. This is a subject-verb agreement issue. With he, she, and it, the verb must change in present simple.
Always remember, I like, you like, he, she, or it likes.
Want another big one? Articles. A, an, and the. These little words can confuse even advanced learners.
For example, she is teacher. The correct sentence is, she is a teacher. We need a because it's one of many, not a specific teacher.
Here's another. I read book yesterday. The correct one is, I read a book yesterday. Or, if we already know the book, I read the book you gave me.
Quick roll. A equals one, any. The equals specific, already known. No article, sometimes with uncountable or plural general things, like I like coffee or birds fly.
We'll go deeper into that in a future episode, but for now, let's move to another grammar trap, prepositions.
Oh, yes. Prepositions like in, on, at, and to are small but tricky.
For example, I arrived to the airport. The correct one is, I arrived at the airport.
Another one. She is good in English. The correct one is, she is good at English. Why do people get these wrong? Because in many languages, the preposition is different. That's why it helps to memorize phrases, not just words.
Think in phrases like good at, interested in, arrive at, listen to, depend on.
And one more mistake here. He married with her. The correct one is, he married her. No with, just married someone. 2. Vocabulary mistakes. Let's talk about vocabulary, specifically wrong word choices.
One common example is mixing up fun and funny.
Many learners say, the movie was very funny. We had a lot of funny. But the correct way is, the movie was funny. We had a lot of fun.
Funny means something that makes you laugh. Fun means something you enjoy.
Another example is, I'm boring.
I'm bored.
The class is bored.
The class is boring.
This is about ed and ing adjectives. Ed is how you feel, bored, tired, excited. Ing is something that causes the feeling, boring, tiring, exciting.
Let's practice. I say the situation, you choose the adjective. You watch a long movie with no action.
You feel,
Bored.
the movie is.
Boring.
Perfect. Now, another mistake is with false friends, words that look similar in your language but mean something else in English.
For example, in Arabic, actual sounds like adi, which means normal, but in English, actual means real or exact.
Like, the actual reason I left was personal. This means the real reason.
So don't say it's actual okay. That doesn't work.
Another mistake is overusing very and really with every adjective.
Instead of very big, say huge. Instead of very tired, say exhausted. Instead of very cold, say freezing.
Use stronger vocabulary. It makes you sound more fluent.
But remember, don't try to sound too formal. Words like utilize or commence can sound unnatural in conversation. Say use, say start. Speak clearly.
Real fluency is using the right words for the right moment, not the biggest word in the dictionary. 3. Pronunciation mistakes. Now let's talk about pronunciation, an area many learners avoid because they feel shy. But you can't improve what you hide from.
The first thing to fix is common sound confusion. For example, the difference between ship and sheep.
Ship has a short I sound. Sheep has a long E sound.
Try these. Sit, seat, bit, beat, slip, sleep.
Record yourself. Listen, compare, then correct.
Another mistake is silent letters. Don't pronounce the B in thumb. Don't say the K in knife. Don't say the L in should.
One more. Final ED sounds.
Played ends in a D sound. Watched ends in a T sound. Needed ends in id because it ends in a T or D.
It's not play ed or wash ed or like ed. It's played, watched, liked.
And let's not forget word stress. If you say present, stress on the second part, it's a gift. If you say present, stress on the first, it's a speech.
This happens with words like record versus record, permit versus permit, contract versus contract.
Stress can change meaning, so practice with recordings or a teacher.
Now, the final section, speaking habits that hurt fluency.
The first one is thinking in your native language and then translating every word into English.
That creates slow, unnatural speech. Instead, think in ideas, not words.
Don't think "أنا أحب القهوة" equals "I love coffee." Just feel the idea and say it. I love coffee.
Another fluency blocker is fear of mistakes. People stay silent because they're afraid.
But mistakes are part of learning. Nobody becomes fluent by waiting to be perfect. Speak now, fix later.
Also, many learners use too many fillers, like, it's okay sometimes, but if every sentence starts with, it sounds weak.
Replace fillers with pauses.
A pause is powerful. It gives you space to think and sounds more confident.
Another mistake is speaking too fast to sound fluent.
But fluency is not speed. It's clarity, rhythm, and connection.
Speak at your natural pace. Be clear, be human.
And don't forget, practice daily. Just 5 minutes a day of real speaking helps more than 2 hours of silent study.
Talk to yourself, record your thoughts, describe your day, or speak to a friend. Fluency is a muscle. Use it. 4. Fluency blockers. Now, the final section, speaking habits that hurt fluency.
The first one is thinking in your native language and then translating every word into English.
That creates slow, unnatural speech. Instead, think in ideas, not words.
Don't think, I love coffee. Just feel the idea and say it. I love coffee.
Another fluency blocker is fear of mistakes. People stay silent because they're afraid.
But mistakes are part of learning. Nobody becomes fluent by waiting to be perfect. Speak now, fix later.
Also, many learners use too many fillers like, like, you know. It's okay sometimes, but if every sentence starts with, it sounds weak.
Replace fillers with pauses. A pause is powerful. It gives you space to think and sounds more confident.
Another mistake is speaking too fast to sound fluent. But fluency is not speed. It's clarity, rhythm, and connection.
Speak at your natural pace. Be clear, be human.
And don't forget, practice daily. Just 5 minutes a day of real speaking helps more than 2 hours of silent study.
Talk to yourself, record your thoughts, describe your day, or speak to a friend. Fluency is a muscle. Use it.
Review and repeat. Let's quickly review today's main points.
Grammar. Use correct tenses. Present simple for habits, continuous for now. Don't forget articles, a, an, the. Match verbs to subjects, he does, she likes. Learn prepositional phrases. Good at, listen to.
Vocabulary. Fun, not funny. Bored versus boring. False friends. Use powerful words, not just very.
Pronunciation. Short versus long vowel sounds. Silent letters. ED endings. Word stress.
Speaking habits. Think in English, not translation. Don't fear mistakes. Speak clearly, not too fast. Practice every day.
If you make these mistakes, congratulations, you're learning. Now it's time to fix them.
Go back, repeat the phrases, try speaking them out loud, or even role-play them in your own daily life.
The more aware you are, the faster you improve. Every sentence is a step closer to real fluency.
And remember, fluency is not perfection. It's connection.
Thank you for joining us in this episode of Talklish. If you learned something today, please share this with a friend or study partner.
We'll see you next time with another episode to help you speak better, think faster, and live more confidently in English.
Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep learning.